Have you ever been in a conversation about, I don't know, the weather, and just felt your energy completely drain away? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. So today, we're going to make the intellectual case against small talk, and we're going to show you why that feeling of exhaustion, well, it might actually be a sign of your mind's greatest strength. You know the feeling, right? You're talking about weekend plans or how the traffic was, and you can literally feel your battery level just plummeting. If that sounds familiar, you're going to want to stick around for this. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the small talk struggle. It's that feeling of being trapped in a conversational cul-de-sac, just going around and around about absolutely nothing. And look, this isn't just a quirky personality trait for a few people. So many of us find these surface-level chats to be deeply, deeply unfulfilling. It's not that you're rude or you don't care about people, it's that the interaction itself feels empty. In fact, for some, it goes way beyond just being boring. One analysis puts it really bluntly, saying these repetitive social rituals can be mentally painful. Painful. That's a super strong word, right? And it points to something much deeper going on than just simple boredom. So for years, the standard explanation has been pretty simple. If you hate small talk, well, there must be something wrong with you. You get labeled as shy or awkward, maybe even antisocial. It's always framed as some kind of personal social failing. But what if that entire way of thinking is just wrong? Let's dive into a completely different explanation. So here it is, the big idea. What if your aversion to small talk has nothing to do with your social skills, but everything to do with a powerful cognitive need, a need your brain has to have? This is where we completely flip the script. Those old negative labels, awkward, antisocial, shy, they get replaced by what's actually driving you. It's not that you're awkward, it's that your brain seeks clarity. You're not antisocial, you crave real, meaningful logic. And you're not shy, you just need genuine mental stimulation. You see, it's a total shift in perspective. So what exactly is this hunger? Why do some minds just crave substance over pleasantries? Let's get into the mechanics behind this.
The key idea here is something called cognitive stimulation. Think of it like this. It's the fundamental need for your brain to chew on something real, to get engaged by complex ideas, to process new information, to find some kind of meaning. It's basically mental nutrition. It's food for your brain.
And this is exactly why small talk feels so draining. For a mind that's hungry for that cognitive nutrition, talking about traffic is like being served a plate of air. There's no substance, no complexity, no meaningful info to process. It just doesn't satisfy that real hunger.
So what does satisfy this mental hunger? Well, it's a desire for clarity, to really get to the bottom of an idea. It's a need for logic, to follow a thought that actually goes somewhere. And it's a craving for real substance, a genuine break from the same old empty chit-chat.
And all of this brings us to what is maybe the most powerful conclusion, reframing this whole thing not as a flaw, but as a feature.
So if you've spent your life thinking that your aversion to small talk was some kind of glitch, a weird bug in your social software that you just had to fix, I want you to think again. It is not a bug.
In fact, it's a core feature of your mental operating system. It's an indicator that your mind is actually optimized for deep processing. It's a sign that you are hardwired to look for and engage with meaningful information.
So what has been mislabeled for so long as a social flaw is, in reality, a cognitive preference. It's simply a preference for depth over shallowness, a desire for connection that's built on ideas and substance, not just, empty social scripts. And that leaves us with a final, really powerful question. If this is a feature, not a flaw, then the goal isn't to get better at putting up with small talk. The real challenge and the real opportunity is to get better at steering conversations toward the substance your mind is actually craving. So, the question for you is, how will you invite more depth into your conversation?